like when a person is born, life has no motive.
Okay.
When you grow, you create your own motive for your happiness. But in today's world, we are running behind that motive so badly that we're forgetting to be happy.
Ooh.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Untitled Show. Thank you so much for the response that you've been showing to the videos, and it really feels amazing. We really feel good about it.
Yeah. So if you notice, like we've come back to the surroundings of our first episode.
And we have a different setup.
Yeah.
We're sitting up this time.
Yeah, sitting. Okay. So I hope all of you guys are doing like really well. But and like this is the part where I'm supposed to thank you like for all your support and appreciation, and believe me, like we really love the response that we're getting. But before we delve more into that, I just want to say that before you smash the like or the subscribe button today, like I just hope that you take something out of this, like a message. Like this isn't just about metrics and all of that and us trying to scale a YouTube channel. This is more about trying to put a message out there for everybody, whoever's watching this.
Yeah. So getting back to our routine. So the topic for today is why this rat race. Avoid the handwriting. Alright, so cut to. Chal.
Okay.
We're not live.
I didn't think we're live.
Yeah, we're live right
The
now.
talk show hosts like have the habit.
Yeah.
Sorry, we need to get on topic here. Okay. So the very first question that I have regarding this topic
Rat
is rat race. Is like, do you think society has created a mentality like which further pushes us into this rat race?
Yeah, definitely. But there are also, it's like there are two parts of it. Like there are some people who just go with the herd,
Okay.
and there are some people who still follow their passion. For example, like YouTubers, like the famous ones. So like there were people like at a very young age they left everything and they followed their passion.
Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't like a rat race. They did something different
Okay.
at that time. So in a way, yeah, like you can see people like some of them are unaware about the things they want to do, but they won't take time to try and figure out. They'll just go with the flow. Like even me, I don't know why I did BCom. I did commerce. I don't know why I did commerce. It was like 12th ho gaya, so now what are you doing? Commerce, na? I'm like, yeah. So that way. So half of the people they don't know, and half of the people they still follow their passion.
Is that literally a story of going into commerce?
Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, everyone in the family did commerce, so I did commerce.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
So yeah. So do you think this rat race is taking a toll on our mental health? Like we're just doing things without realizing that we're screwing up our health.
Yeah, it's like you're like zombies, like literally just going through the
Yeah.
motions.
Like every day, it's just a routine.
Yeah, it's just like a monotonous routine which keeps on going on again and again. So yeah, I think it is affecting our mental health in a like very bad way, because if you see right now, like there are so many people in like depression and all of that because they feel like by getting more, doing more, they'll be happy, but like they don't take the time to like think about what they really want to do.
SWOT analysis.
SWOT analysis.
Go check episode 2. Yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. So I think that's why, and plus we don't have an open conversation about that too. Like the depression part is there, but like even about the rat race, like focusing on what you actually want rather than just trying to have more, achieve more, so that people will think a certain way about you. That's what I feel basically. Okay, so like now my second question is this: like, do you think we are actually winning by? Do you think like we're actually achieving anything by winning this rat race? Like even like imagine somebody goes into this
I get that.
And yeah.
I think people never win when they are just, in the rat race. They don't win because they just go with the flow without thinking, analyzing, and then when they reach their destination, they'll be like, okay, cool, I reached here. They won't value it because they don't, actually figure things out why they wanted to do what they did.
Okay.
So it feels incomplete. Your quote aa raha hai.
Yeah, I like the journey is more important than the destination.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you do this rat race thing and when you're a part of it, then your journey you don't really give a damn about it because you're just doing things. You're on the go, like every day. Like people in a way become a little, greedy also, if that's the right word to use.
I think so. Right.
Because for their greed they just keep on doing things, dude. They don't realize that should I be doing this? Is it really making me happy, or is it just taking a toll on my own physical as well as mental health? So yeah, that way. So I mean, talking about this only, do you think that this rat race is making people a little insensitive towards other people just to get their work done?
Yeah, I think like a lot. It's become too insensitive. Like we value just the social status that we will have once we achieve all of these things. Like imagine if I had because we're talking about the rat race. So like what one thing is like if I have like a bigger house, I have a better phone, I have more material possessions. So I feel that other people will like automatically think that I'm a good person or like I'm a big person. So that's why I feel that I think it all just comes down to self-awareness at the end of the day. Like I know I said this at the same thing in the last time, but like self-awareness.
In which episode?
Second episode.
Go check it.
So like we talked about self-awareness and escapism too. I feel like all of these are somehow integrated because it is part of the human behavior. Like so some people even try to get in front in this rat race because they want to escape all of this.
Correct.
So that feeling. So I hope.
Yeah. But do you think now you spoke about like the bigger flat and a better phone? So do you think a lifestyle change will help eliminate the rat race or rather make it less at least? Lifestyle in the sense that just a sense of satisfaction that you don't need, of course you need to upgrade,
okay,
but you don't need to compete with other people for your self upgradation.
Okay. Yeah, so the lifestyle change I think is like in millennial lingo right now. The thing I think that flex culture has become too much.
What do you mean by flex culture?
Like
flex culture. What is flex culture? I don't know what is flex.
No, okay. So like it can be many things, but like the flex culture is like when you want to show people that you are doing so much and you want to show them like I'm hustling 24/7 and all.
Oh, okay. So it's like your left hand should not know what your right hand is doing. Kind
like
of.
It's not necessary. Like you can be happy. Like if I'm doing something and I tell you it's fine. But that shouldn't be my single motivation to do anything. Like it should first and foremost be my own happiness. Like if I'm
you mean like marketing yourself even though you're not doing something great?
Yeah, like I don't know. Have you seen these wannabe influencers or positive mindset coaches?
Are we naming people?
No, we aren't.
Alright.
Yeah, so like I just see like so many of them putting out generic advice.
But they'll hype it so much like this is exclusive.
Yeah.
But actually it's not.
And they're like, you are supposed to do this. So they are like, no, like you're earning this much right now, you are supposed to earn this much. You have this car, no, you're supposed to do this thing. Like you need to earn more, you need to be more. And like that's fine. But what I feel is like even if I have a smaller flat or maybe the job which I'm working at right now pays me less. But if I really like doing that, it won't feel like working, right?
Correct.
So there is no, like I love the hustle there. I won't have to flex to anybody.
Correct.
That's something that I will like.
Correct.
So then I have like another question, which is I guess somewhat similar. So like, do you think material possessions can actually give you true happiness?
It's just very temporary.
Temporary.
Yeah, like it's. I think everyone are kids do. Like that kid kind of mindset. A new toy.
Yeah,
you feel happy about it.
Yeah, I get that.
But then as you'll want another one.
It's like instant gratification.
Exactly, it's just temporary. At least when I notice myself, when you get something like a new phone, you'll be like, oh my god, new phone and all of that. And something new, you'll be like, oh my god, that's new, that I like it. But eventually, it's just your happiness, dude. I mean, all the material stuff, be it your car or whatever. What is a car? I mean, for your transport.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a BMW.
Exactly.
So yeah, that is it. I mean, people shouldn't find happiness in material stuff, because eventually it decays or it depreciates. The material stuff, it goes away. Your happiness is what will, I mean, the things that make you feel good. You should invest in all of that rather than just putting all your energy into something that is going to fade away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so have we been drilled like into wanting more than we actually need? Like since a young age, it's been put into our head like we need to achieve more blindly.
So I have one saying to this. Okay, I was thinking about this like a few days ago only. That like when a person is born, life has no motive.
Okay.
When you grow, you create your own motive for your happiness. But in today's world, we are running behind that motive so badly that we're forgetting to be happy.
Ooh. So what is the thing? Like when we grow, we create our...
So when a person is born,
okay,
he has no motive. He's just born. He's just laughing or crying.
Okay.
And when the person grows up, he creates his own motive for his happiness. But in today's world, we are running behind that happiness so much that we're running behind that motive so much that we're forgetting to be happy.
God, I need this on my Twitter feed.
Yeah, dude. After two episodes, I got my quote.
Nice.
And you drop it for me.
Exactly.
Anyway, continue.
Okay.
So yeah, that quote answers everything. Dude.
Yeah, actually it does answer.
What was the question?
Material, like the material. Sorry,
No.
like have we been drilled into like wanting a lot?
Exactly. So that is what I mean. We shouldn't be running so badly behind something that we forget to be happy. I mean, you run behind whatever you want, but equally you should be happy, and your mind should have peace.
Yeah, like
if you're going to be on the go every time, you're going to lose mental peace.
Like you can't run away from things, you have to run towards things.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa, that is good. And mental peace is very important, dude. I think if you're not mentally peaceful, then
I think all aspects like of your body will decay or disintegrate if your mental peace is not.
Correct. That is it. So I had this one thing. Okay, is competitiveness? What do you feel? Is competitiveness plays a role of a big catalyst in this rat race?
Yeah, I think competitiveness does.
But competition can be healthy also.
Like there's a good aspect and like a bad aspect of competitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like the only competition that actually exists is the person in the mirror.
Correct, dude.
Yeah.
Like people compare a lot, dude. I mean, when they go into that phase of comparison, then it gets screwed up.
Yeah, I think like you need to compare, okay, to achieve something. But you need to understand like your circumstances and their circumstances and the surroundings may have been different.
Correct.
Like somebody else, like I've seen this with so many people. Like it used to happen to me too. Like I used to see someone like even our age. Like I'm so sure you know somebody our age who's doing like very well right now. Maybe the Instagram is booming. They have like a business or something.
Mm-hmm.
So like it makes you feel little right down. Like you're like they're doing so much at this age. Like what am I doing?
Correct.
Like why is all of this happening?
Correct.
But I feel at the end of the day, like a person should just look at himself. Like 2 or 3 years ago where I was and now where I am.
Exactly.
And
there's always growth.
Yeah, and if that makes you happy, then I think that you're on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just speed up the journey because somebody else is already at the destination.
Correct.
You need to let things take.
Yeah, people's age is not their maturity. It's your experience, and from where you were and where you are today, that journey kicks in maturity.
Yeah, I think like age is just a number. Like I know
No, it's not just a number. It really matters. But when it comes to
progress,
yeah.
Like maybe a person couldn't progress in 24 years of his life, but maybe in the next 3 years of his life.
Correct. Definitely.
Yeah, like compounding kind of thing. So I have another question which is like somewhere on the similar lines. So do you think that jealousy is another important part of this rat race? Like jealousy is
Definitely, dude. Jealousy is mad.
Like,
I've had horrible experiences.
Do you want to give an example?
But I won't name. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, dude. Jealousy happens because of comparison.
Mhm.
When you see someone else in a better position or a better place, there's a reason why that person is there. And it's not that, the person who gets jealous should, look at that person with maybe, look at that person in jealousy. I mean, he can look at that person or maybe upgrade himself. There's always, not necessarily also upgrade. That there is a lot of things from that person also you don't want to learn.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to comparison. Jealousy happens only because of comparison.
Correct.
It doesn't happen of anything else. If you want to compare yourself with someone else, then that feeling of jealousy will come in. But yeah, it happens. What your question about jealousy and rat race is totally related. But it shouldn't happen. When there's healthy competition, jealousy won't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like suppose you start another YouTube channel of your own, and maybe I start another YouTube channel of my own.
Okay.
Like doing this stuff. Maybe you start something of art.
Okay.
I start something about maybe cooking.
Okay.
So if you're going to progress, I'm not going to get jealous of you, dude.
That's it.
But maybe we might compete with each other. But if you're going to do well, there's no way possible that I'll be like, oh, usko mila, meko nahi mila.
Like,
Those are actually stupid thoughts.
exactly.
And it's not going to help you grow anyway.
That's right.
So it shouldn't happen. What do you make of? We had a quick conversation today compared to the first 2 episodes. Jaldi hua. What did you make of it? What do you make of the conversation? There was a different energy in today's conversation.
Yeah, there was like a different spark.
Mm-hmm.
There. I like that. Yeah, so like today's conversation was nice and like it talked about material possessions and everything. Okay, so I saw this movie and there's this one line which like really hit me a lot.
वही मैं बोला ये episode में तेरे से quote कैसे नहीं आया?
Okay, so this hit me a lot. Like, and I know for a fact that you need to achieve a certain level of financial independence.
Completely.
Or emotional, mental, or whatever it is to sustain your life. But I don't think that can be your only primary motive in life.
Correct.
So like there's this movie called Into the Wild. Like you can see it on
Into the Wild.
Yeah, Into the Wild. You can see it on Netflix if you like.
What kind of a movie is it?
It's like a documentary biography.
Okay. The title doesn't suggest it. Okay.
Okay. So he goes away from all these things, from all materialistic possessions.
Become a monk?
Not exactly, but
Okay.
he tries to be like a hippie, like living with his senses.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is he tries and he for some time to do it, like to work so that he can like fund his future project, like where he's going. So what he said was, my existence was much more peaceful when I was penniless.
Wow.
Okay.
I like it.
So you get that? Like
Yeah.
he was much more happier because he wasn't running after the things that everybody was running behind.
Correct.
But he was running about things which actually ticked his heart. Like he wanted to go on that solo journey. He did all the things which he actually wanted to do, despite the fact that his mom, his dad, and all nobody liked it.
There was this once when in college there was this routine where maybe a counselor used to come and speak to students, and she used to pick just a handful, like 5, and I don't know why she picked me, and then I was speaking to her alone, and she tried to, she was so good at whatever she was. She just asked me a few questions, and I just started opening up, and she just told me to write down the things that I like to do, and the things that are stupid that I'm doing, and maybe wrong, but write it down. And she proved it to me that all what I'm doing, maybe the goods and the stupid things that I do, which may be wrong, everything boils down to why do you do this? It makes me feel happy.
Yeah, it makes
so everything you do is because you want to feel happy. But you should just choose what to do, what not to do, and in what context to do.
Happiness.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching if you're still watching. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation.
Okay, So please like, share, and subscribe, and all of that. Of course,
Yeah,
really
please
help us.
Yeah, please. So yeah, until next time, hasta la vista.